Welcome to Auto Club Speedway, the home of tonight's Speed Racing Network Recruitment Race number 9. This is your president, Jonathan Byer of Speed Racing Network, coming to you this evening, and we already have an early caution. We'll go back and take a look at that here in a second. Joining a little late, we had to answer some questions for some new drivers that are interested in joining. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened here. Connor Cunningham was involved, it looks like. Gets down into Dylan Godinez, it looks like. Collects a couple others. Like Radke might have got some damage in that. See a little bit of damage on the nose. We'll take a look here. Oh, the 75, the 3. All heavily involved there. And then we had some secondary contact here. 86, the 304, the 002, and just some guys in the back just having some issues. And that's where that secondary incident pretty much started. So just guys trying to get out of the way. All right, well, we'll reset it for you real quick. Thanks for joining us here this evening on Speed Racing Network. This is our 9th of 12 recruitment races for this off season. So we do have a few more left to go. We have tonight's event, which is here at Auto Club with the trucks. We have the Xfinity cars here tomorrow. Same distance, same track, same everything else, except the vehicles will be different. There is room in both series still. So while we're talking about it and we have this early race break, let's go ahead and talk about what this is all about. So this is a recruitment race for Season 7 of Speed Racing Network. The schedule is right there on your screen for both series. The Tuesday night trucks on your left side, the Wednesday night Xfinity there on your right side. The playoffs are those bottom sections down there at the bottom. If you want to know more about our playoff system and the whole rule book, you can go to speedracingnetwork.com and under the rule book tab, you can find all the information you need there. But there's the schedules. As far as the actual information for the series goes, here you go. Also giving you a little insight into our series sponsors this year. So Hair Club taking over the Truck Series sponsorship, ThermoPro returning for the Xfinity Series sponsorship. It's $10 a week. We pay out the top 5 finishers each week. There's a $500 championship prize. The top 15 points earners also earn a little bit of money. It's broadcasted every week right where you're seeing us right now. And there's your qualifications right there. The Truck Series is full on teams, but teams still have spots available. So if you're an individual driver wanting to join, there's room there. And then if you're interested in joining the Wednesday Xfinity Series, there's room for 3 new teams, in addition to some teams that are maybe looking for just 1 or 2 more additions on there. So if you're interested in being a part of Speed Racing Network Season 7, get in touch with us here. You can do that on all of our social media platforms. Or you can speedracingnetwork.com, our general Discord server. Anywhere you find us, we'll get you in the right place and get you set up for this upcoming season. So there's your series information. We'll bring that back up too again before the night's over. There's your schedule in case you wanted to see that again. And like I said, we'll take another look at that here in just a moment. Well, we're going to get back to green here in just a little bit. We're going to reset it for you in just a second. Yeah, what do you need? All right. Kyle Spees has the field in his hands. We'll get this thing restarted here with 36 laps to go. here from Auto Club. A little more of an orderly start this time around. Kyle Speed off to a pretty nice lead. The rest of the field just filing in behind. Auto Club Speedway unfortunately has closed and has been pretty much mostly demolished to this point, but still exists here in the iRacing world, and it's one of our favorite tracks that we get to run every year. You see it right there. Multiple grooves, all kinds of different options for drivers to run. It really opens it up for some good racing. And that's usually what we see here. Typically what we see is a couple early yellows where guys are just trying to find out exactly how to race around others, especially if they didn't get a lot of practice time, but then it settles into some real nice racing action. That's kind of what we're expecting here this evening. You'll see quite a few familiar faces in the field, and then you'll also see some new faces as well that we are welcoming for the first time. We'd like to thank them for joining us here this evening. Good battles here. A little bit of contact there between the 29 and 84, but we keep it orderly. It's Sean Long and Mike Allen back here that we saw trade a little paint on their doors. Back up front, Kyle Speed still is sailing away. Dalton McKinney slots now into second. Ben Park will assume that third position with Corey Stahl there in tow in the 33. And then a battle right behind them. Joseph Aubeck and Wally Babb for position number 5. And on a track this big, a 2-mile track in length, drafting does come into fruition quite a bit. Drafting is really, really important. So you'll kind of see that come into play a little bit as Dalton McKinney now goes clear to the lead past Kyle Speeds. Dalton McKinney assumes the lead. He slots back to second. The battle on now for third, and it's tight between these three for the third position. You see it right there, that draft, how important it is as they snake around on the front stretch. And they'll do the same on the back stretch, as there's just such an advantage to having that tow in the truck in front of you. Stahl now making some really nice work on the bottom. He's going to get underneath Kyle Speeds, but he's going to be on his own with no draft there. You see that difference. He pulls out to another truck-like difference. Ben Park now battling with Corey Stahl for the third position. Coach Joseph Aubeck now to throw his hat in the ring for a battle in this top 5. Roll back a little bit, see what's going on back here. We got some good battles all over the track. Jeffrey Vickery, Billy Rickett back here battling for the 7th position. Mike Allen, Sean Long, Justin Smith now throwing their hat in the ring as well. We got this little clump of trucks sitting back here behind the top 6. And then we have kind of a strung out little bunch, and then we got this giant mess back here. Which is just guys trying to find their way up through here, especially if you got involved in that early incident and you have a faster truck. You're going to try and find your way back up to the field. That could be a tall task here. Dina's battling. We got a 3-wide battle right here. Park now getting in action as well. We're in the 7 truck. Travis Noble in this battle as well. Getting a push from Robert Amaral. Shane Ledoux's getting up in here as well. One of our drivers for season 7 already confirmed. these guys beginning to sort it out a little bit. Let's go back up front. Kyle Spees still right in the tire tracks. Dalton McKinney now trying to find a little bit of clean air and trying to get underneath that 46. We got a battle up front once again between two SRN veterans. Tight battle as they get into turn one. Good, clean, hard racing here, giving each other just enough space to operate, keeping things close. You see now that's kind of bunched up this top five once again. And that's what will happen. They'll kind of get settled, they'll string out a little bit, and that draft effect just brings them all back together. I believe we had a little bit of an issue here in the back. Justin Smith is slow on the bottom. He's got some heavy left side damage. See if we can take a look at what happened here. He was loose off the corner. Oh! Gets the 29 a little bit involved. It's Michael Allen. So those two with some major issues. Showing Connor Cunningham got some damage here as well. Maybe just a close call what happened there. So everybody else seems to be all right. But Justin Smith, Michael Allen, a little contact there on the backstretch. Kyle Spees now in possession of the lead. By a couple tenths of a second. Corey Stahl now in second. Dalton McKinney, as we looked away, lost quite a few spots. He's all the way back in sixth. Billy Rickett now in battle with him for that sixth position. Looks like they'll get that all sorted out. Battle now is just in front of them. Wally Babb, Joseph Bobek battling here for the third position. Big power move to the bottom for the 37. Try to shake that shorter way around, but Wally Babb with the momentum on the top side. And we got a yellow. We have a yellow in the back. Derek Catt, Connor Cunningham, Travis Noble involved. Quite a few more. Joe Ruggles, Travis Trevilla, Dylan Godinez involved as well. See what we have happening here. Oh, Joe Ruggles, Dylan Godinez contact. And right in the middle of the field, spins back down the track, and that's what's going to correct a few of these guys. Dylan Godinez still sitting down there at the bottom. It looks like the 96 was just high arc into the corner. I think Dylan was running that middle line, and there was just contact. The 5 truck get a little piece there. Can't tell if Shane Ledoux in the 12 got a little bit there as well. Tough to say. Travis Noble was that 5 truck we saw kind of in the middle of that action there. Just a little nose contact, but you can have that faster pair, so he'll be able to be all right. I think everybody's able to make it back to the pits with their faster pair. I didn't see anybody that had to tow. Anthony Lane was the only other driver in that incident. And we actually have no record of contact there, so it might have just been some net code as we call it. We'll explain how that works here in a second if you're wondering what net code is. So now everybody's going to come down pit road. And these guys all have 2 sets of tires. We're approaching halfway through this race, so anybody that hasn't come down yet is definitely going to come down and take their set of tires here. If anybody plays any strategy here, looks like most everybody's going to take 4 tires of fuel. We just mentioned faster pair a second ago. For those that don't know what a faster pair is, it's basically a redo button that gives you a brand new vehicle. So if your truck is wrecked, you come down pit road, stop in your box, and you basically get a brand new one. Not something we do during the season here, but something we do in our recruitment events to just keep more people in the race and active and having a good time. So while we have a second, we're going to let this cycle out, the field reset. We'll update everybody on pit strategy. Let's hear from some of our new partners here at Speed Racing Network. Welcome back to the live action here at Auto Club Speedway. That was a brief message from one of our newest partners here at Speed Racing Network, Premier Racing Setups. You'll see their logo there in the top right corner of the screen all season long. They're one of our newest partners here. And then ThermoPro, our continued partner of our Xfinity series. They're the title sponsor again this year. I'd like to thank them for their continued support. You'll get to hear more from them about their amazing products all season long. Well, going back green here with 23 laps to go. Noah Turpak takes over the lead. He will shoot off to a nice lead to start this. Everybody else, lots of fun. Did not come down on that last caution, I believe, because he gained 20 positions. He's going to leave everybody else in the dust. Not for long. Those tires, once they get warmed up, they're going to come in a hurry. And that's going to be in the form of Kyle Spies and Corey Stahl. Ooh, big block there. He's able to get to the inside, and it's going to be quick work, I believe, of that 26 truck as he begins to make that slow slide backwards. And now he's getting out of the way and getting up top. Get a little contact there on that restart. Go back and take a look at it. Involved Travis Trevelyan. Ooh, yeah, big time. That 5 truck. Looks like he got some help off the corner. That was Travis Noble in the 5. Yeah, from that 21. And that's pretty big damage there. Ooh, and he got the 12 as well. No caution came from that, but that's definitely going to hurt him. Back up front, still Kyle Spies. Corey Stahl now stalking. And we got a big wreck in the back. You see it there, Sean Long is around in that 84 truck. Considerable damage to the front end of that machine. And he was around in one of the worst possible spots right in the middle of the field, in the middle of the backstretch. We can go take a look at it here. It's help, for sure. 51 of Vickery involved. Great job by that 21 truck down there to avoid that. Not sure who that is, but Derek Catt in that 21, actually. He's the one that avoided that. Great job. kind of see what happens here. The 26 truck is slow up top. 34 goes to, oh, and you saw it right there. We were going to talk about it a second ago. But net code is what caused that right there. I'll show it to you one more time here. My net code. You'll see these trucks actually never touch 34 and 84, but iRacing thinks they do. And what that is the discrepancy in internet speed is the difference. We'll try to get you a really good view of it right here. You see the 84 and the 34 here never make actual contact, but that predicted contact's enough to make it happen. So, unfortunate for those guys, but luckily it only collects a few of them. So he's going to come down pit road, get that thing fixed up. The 26 who stayed out last time, he's also going to come down and get that thing fixed up. And everybody else who's involved in that incident and also going to come down and get their stuff fixed up. We'll step away one more time. We'll come back after this round of pit stops and reset it for you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
What I'm about to do is something you never want to do, ever, period. But because I have top code F11, I can. Watch this. Literally, black paint. I'm just wiping it dry. Come on, you can't beat that. You just can't beat that. That's Top Cut F11 for you.
Welcome back to live action here from Auto Club Speedway. We're getting this thing reset here. We'll have 16 laps to go when we take the green. It is Corey Stahl and Kyle Spies up front. Leader does have lane choice. And it looks like Kyle Spies has chosen the bottom for this restart. We'll see how that works out for him. We still have a pretty large amount of trucks on the lead lap and in this race still. It's still anybody's game here with 16 laps to go. Will clear himself to the lead from Corey Stahl. And we have a much more orderly start than we saw earlier for sure here. Come back and we'll have 15 laps remaining in this event. So everybody's definitely good to go on fuel and tires for the rest of this one. So we'll only have to come down pit road if it's a necessity. Everybody can make it to the end from here, so we'll see how this sorts out. As we see the laps tick down, we're just definitely going to see the aggression level pick up, and that amount of space that guys choose to leave between their truck and somebody else's start to shrink. You guys ducking out of line there in the back, but up front we kind of got two lines working. Top line just carries so much more momentum that if you can get to somebody's right rear quarter, it makes it really hard to complete the pass on the inside. You see him try to break the draft on the front stretch. Kyle Spees now getting a little bit of heat for the lead from Corey Stahl on that 33. It's tough to do on the bottom. Where the 37 goes here, whichever driver he chooses to go with, that's going to make a big difference because they're going to get that push. Looks like he's going to try to push the 33. Nope, he's going to take it to the bottom with 3 wide getting into 3 for the lead. Ooh, a little contact there. Everybody holds on to it. Then Park was getting sideways. He was going to hold on to it. Now the 46 gets it into him. He's in the grass. Dalton McKinney's in the grass. We're still green though. What a great save by those two drivers right there. Incredible. Two of our SRN veterans. And now the battle's up for the 37 and the 36 for the lead. Now the 33's in the position where, which line is he going to go with? Looks like he's going to push Kyle Spees. That's going to give the 25 a lot of momentum getting in the corner. 37's trying for all he can to hold that bottom, but that momentum that Spees has is going to be too much, and Corey Stahl's going to go with the crossover. 37's going to pull down to side draft, try to pull the speed back of that truck a little bit. Now that 88 truck wants a piece. He's going to get up top. He might go by both these guys here. That 88 truck's being driven by Lane Doyle. We've seen him around here before in SRN. Coming back to run tonight's recruitment race, and he's showing up at the right time. He's going to now challenge Corey Stahl here for second. Field starting to all get tight to that outside line where that momentum's the highest. You see Andrew Harris now in the 87. He's beginning to show up late in this event as well, as he typically does, buying his time, making his way up there. We got a two-way battle for second, a three-way battle for, well, basically third. And you can throw a blanket all over these top 6 trucks right here. Heat is hottest here for second between Wally Babb and Corey Stahl, and we have a yellow. Joe Ruggles involved, it looks like, to some capacity. Dalton McKinney as well has some considerable damage. 34 there as well. Billy Ricketts got some damage. You see him missing the tops of both fenders. What happens here? We're 4 wide. We just run out of room. 141 involved. There's Ruggles going through the grass, so that was his involvement in the incident. And then 36 of Dalton McKinney was involved in this somehow as well. Ooh. I think he just catches the side of that 141 truck as we're coming through. Look at it here, and 141 and 32, we just run out of room. That's James Burrows, Ty Dorn. Unfortunately, in 34, Billy Ricketts just in the wrong spot, the wrong time. But only 4 trucks involved in this one. Meanwhile, up front, we have a big shakeup. Obviously, with 9 laps currently remaining, it's kind of up to whoever wants to come down pit road, and most of the field came down except for the top 3. That's going to be Justin Smith, Garrett Catt, and Jeffrey Vickery. So these 3 right here have either used all their tire sets already and had no reason to come down pit road, or just said, you know what, I'm running 20 something. I need to find some space. I need to find some track position. Wally Babb in that 99 is going to be the first one off pit road that has the fresh tires, and everybody behind him looks like they came and took 4 tires. So most of our leaders we were just following are going to restart 7th, 8th, and 9th. And that's really going to shake things up. So we should restart here with 7 laps remaining. You know, we saw that 26 truck stay out earlier and really wasn't able to hold it up very long before getting passed by those tires. It was almost just 1 lap. I'm worried that we have a little bit too much time left for this kind of move to pull off. However, I don't think these guys have as many laps on these tires as that 26 did when he tried it. So there's a chance that this could work out for the 6, and the 21 and the 51. Maybe to at least improve their finishing position, but in an exhibition race, you're kind of just shooting for the win. So we'll see how that works out for them. The other advantage they have is they have more than one guy on their strategy. You know, when 26 tried it, he was the only truck that stayed out. Try that strategy, so obviously he got eaten up by the field pretty quick. There's going to be a slight buffer now between that 6 truck and the guys with the fresh tires. And we talked about leader getting lane choice. Well, the 6 of Justin Smith has decided to take that outside lane here on this restart. So last couple of restarts, we've seen the leader take the bottom. This is the first time tonight we've seen the leader take the top line on the restart. So we'll see how that shakes out here for the 6 truck. We'll get it restarted here with 7 laps to go. We do have the option to have 3 green, white checker attempts if we need it, but I'd rather just finish it here in these 7 laps. Green flag's back out, 7 laps to go. Great restart by Justin Smith. Comes out to a nice gap between him and the other guys that stayed out. We're going to keep an eye just a little further back here, because this is where it's going to matter. We got a big wreck in the back. You saw it there in the corner of your screen. This might just help those guys that stayed out. And this strategy worked. We had trucks all kinds of sideways. Dan Park is missing a lot of that truck and has considerable suspension damage. Let's see what happens here. Oh! Man, vicious hits in there. It all started here with this 32 truck. You see him get loose, and he just never catches it. Overcorrects, and Shane Ledoux, Dan Parker, just the wrong spot. 34, violent hit in the middle. Saw him involved, Billy Rickett involved in things earlier. 82 was involved in this. Looks like he was just on the backside. Travis Trevelyan, I think, had a pretty nice avoidance there. You can go back and catch that. But I heard from up there that he had a pretty good view of this. Let's see exactly. Riding on board with Travis Trevelyan in the 71. Oh, wow. Yeah. That just shows you how quick it happens. And how quick you have to make decisions. We'll go back and watch this again from the outside point of view. That's the 71 truck right there we were just on board with. Watch. You have to make a split-second decision. If you choose the wrong line, you can see how wrong this would have gone. Does a great job, and also a great job by the 77 there to give him some space. Ooh. Didn't see that at first, but 29 truck. Got into Joe Ruggles. Oh, yeah. For sure. A little bit after the incident. 29 truck seems okay. I don't know about that Joe Ruggles machine. I think that's going to be terminal for Joe Ruggles. We've already seen him use that fast repair today. Fortunate for the driver. 96 who's bringing a team into Speed Racing Network for Season 7. We're looking forward to it. Back up front, Justin Smith. Still up front. So, you know, we talked just before that restart about it might be too early for that move. There's a lot of laps left. I don't really know if that's going to work for him. Well, this caution cuts it down from 7 laps of green flag racing remaining to 3 laps of green flag racing remaining. So I think it's a much better chance now that that 6 truck has than he did a second ago. And you still see, you know, all those drivers that stayed out are still in the top 4. So even though we only made it half a lap, you know, they were able to hold on, and I was really surprised, and kudos to that 6 truck for as good of a restart as he got there, because on older tires, that's a tough ask, and he got off to a really nice jump. So we'll kind of see if the guys around him figured out that move and can do something about it. Or if these leaders that are right there lurking, like Wally Babb, Kyle Spees, Corey Stahl, if they have anything to say about how the finish of this race is going to go. And we'd like to thank you again for joining us here tonight at Speed Racing Network. Please like, subscribe, and share. It helps us out a ton. You don't want to miss any of the Season 7 racing action we have coming your way. I know you've had to listen to me solo for the last couple of weeks, and I apologize for that, but it's a great time for us to use these recruitment races to test different things and build better for the future. So I appreciate your patience listening to me talk through these races every week. But we're going to restart it here with 3 laps to go here at Auto Club. Not as a dominant start there for Justin Smith in the 6 as he had before. That's going to allow Jeffrey Vickery to say, hey, I want a chance at this thing as well. Vickery's going to clear him into 1. He's going to try to cross over Wally Babb, the first truck down fresh tires. He's already there. Vickery still in sole possession of the lead. The 6 now with some momentum. Blinks out there for a second. Wally Babb now going to try to stick it in the middle of 3 wide. And here comes Kyle Spees. He finds his way to the bottom line. And now he's going to have a chance at the lead. As we're 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide for second. 3 wide for third. We're 4 wide now. Spees clear to the lead. And a gaggle of trucks behind him. Vickery begins to back up, and then we got some spinners. Smith is around. Harris is around. No caution. Spees clear to the lead. Noah Turpak in the 26 now to second. That was Justin Smith, Andrew Harris that went around, and we got a caution. We got a big wreck right behind the leaders. Coming off of turn 4. Let's go back and take a look here at that first incident that involved Jeffrey Vickery. the 87 go around. Too far back. Will the 6 go around? Take a good look at it. Oh! Man, hard hit for the 6. I think Harris was able to avoid big incident there. Yeah, that truck looks okay. That was that kind of spin to the bottom that didn't bring out a caution that we saw first. And this was the rest of it. Lane Doyle in the middle. Ooh, Sean Corcoran in the 43. Oh my goodness. Sean goes for one heck of a ride. We're going to have to take a look at that from his point of view here. Try to get that view for you, but goes for a half flip almost. Doyle involved, Corcoran involved, the 21 involved. Dalton McKinney got a little piece of that as well. All kinds of chaos. And that just happened under caution where we're just showing you unrelated to the incident. But Wally Babb gets turned by the 26. So that's a development. I didn't see anything malicious earlier between those two. But we seem to resolve that situation. Everybody's back in line. So I know we kind of just jumped directly to that and didn't say much about it, but that was interesting. Well, Travis Trevilian's had quite the evening, and we got to take one more look at another wreck avoidance he had here, and it's going to be more than one. So up in front of him here, you see the 87 and the 6 have their spin to the bottom. Out of the way, all good. Cameraman Travis Trevilian working overtime today. And here's a good view of the next one. Run out of room off of turn 4. A little wall there. And another really nice move by Travis to avoid that one. So Travis Trevilian's working overtime for Speed Racing Network this evening. Giving us some great shots at what's happening in his point of view. So this will be our first attempt at a green-white checker. Kyle Spees is your leader. Noah Turpak in second. Wally Babb third. Corey Stahl fourth. Dalton McKinney fifth. So top 5 is a lot of the same guys we've seen up there all night. Looks like it's probably going to be a battle between those guys to finish it. Ben Park is back here just outside the top 5. I wouldn't necessarily count him out either. And then Sean Long in 7th. I'll still have a lot of pace from earlier. Still a shot at this one. Well, the field's going to be in the hand of Kyle Spees, and we're going to have a green-white checker finish. The first of 3 attempts if we need it. But like I said, I hope we only need one. Back to green. 2 laps to go here from Auto Club. Great restart for Kyle Spees. He's going to have whatever angle he wants to get to turn 1. We'll see how he can fend off the runs from the road behind him. A little bit of door banging back there in the back. Everybody stays pointed the right direction. Kyle Spees still in control of this race. Here comes Wally Babb. That 26 is going to hold him up a little bit if they keep battling. I That's what Kyle Spees wants to see. Wants to see that too wide in his mirror. He's going to take the white flag. This race is going to be official. Next flag will end it. Caution or checkered. Let's see if these guys behind him have anything for Kyle Spees. Big slide up the track by Wally Babb. Clears the 26. He's going to get a push. He's going to get a push, but he needs a little bit more to clear that 25. We'll see what he chooses to do here. We have a good run in the corner, but I don't think he's going to have enough run coming off the corner. Kyle Spees in recruitment race number 9 is going to win it here at Auto Club. Kyle Spees victorious here this evening. And as soon as they're ready, those results will pop up here on your screen. And while that's processing, we'll go ahead and give you the schedule real quick, and we'll be right back with you here in a few moments. Back with you here. Results on your screen. Kyle Spees victorious here at Auto Club Speedway in recruitment race number 9. Show you the remainder of the results. All 28 of these trucks started the event this evening. Actually, we had a little bit more down there. The top 31 trucks actually started this event. The rest were practice participants, and did not make it all the way through the event. We had a good one this evening. Again, if you'd like to be a part of Speed Racing Network, here is your information. We showed you the schedule earlier. Here's some more details on exactly what Speed Racing Network is if you'd like to get involved. Also, if you'd like to become a partner of Speed Racing Network in any way possible, you can get in touch with us. We have a lot of business opportunities for that. We'd love to grow your business with us. On behalf of myself, Jonathan Byer, the president of Speed Racing Network, thank you for joining us this evening for recruitment race number 9. We'll see you tomorrow night for recruitment race number 10 with our Xfinity cars. And then pretty soon we'll be bringing you the qualifying races and the start of season 7. Look forward to it. Good night.